Hey everybody, Andy coming back here, coming back at you again here to talk about notifications today. In chat. So up here in the top right hand corner, you'll see this gear icon, the settings. And one of the nice things about chat is there are not a ton of settings. But what we do have is we have notification settings. So when I click it, I get this big pop up. You can see my top choices for web and desktop, the middle for mobile, and the third is for email. So web and desktop, we have four different settings and an off, so maybe five different settings. You can be notified for everything, which you're going to be that'll be notification overkill. I certainly don't recommend that for anybody. You can be new threads that I'm following in direct message. That is my notification of choice on desktop. You can have threads I'm following in direct messages only, or only mentions in direct messages, or again, you can turn it off. So for the desktop, I like for new thread. So if someone starts a new conversation, I'll be notified. Or if I'm following a thread and there's a comment or a follow up on it, I'll be notified. Or if someone reaches out to me directly, and of course, if someone mentions me, I'll be notified in here as well. On my phone, I only want to be notified if you call me out by name or you send me a direct message. So that way I'm not distracted while I'm driving. And when I get back to my desk or to my computer, I'll have whatever the message was that I was following on my desktop. I'll be notified there, and I'll follow up with it there. Email, I don't want any email, so I just turn that off. Okay, so let's go back up here and look real quick at web and desktop. So the difference between new threads you're following, and threads you're not following, how you can go through that. And then I'm going to show you real quick how to manage by channel if you want to change it just by channel. So I'm going to hit OK. So, and as I scroll through this group here, this is all of iTeach. You'll notice up right here, there's if I just go here, there's a bell with a Z. Here I've got a red bell. And here I've got no bell in these thoughts. So let me explain these to you. So anytime that you start a new thread, you can see here I'm the first one to post inside this thread. So I started it. So if you start a thread, or if you're mentioned in a thread, or if you comment in a thread like Phil did down here, you're going to get a red bell icon up in the top right-hand corner of that thread. And what that means is that you're following this thread, and that you'll get notifications. If someone were to reply down here below Phil, I will get a notification on desktop because I'm following this thread. If I don't want to follow this thread, say I posted this and I'm done, I don't want to know about it anymore, I can just simply click on it and the Z comes up, and now I've unfollowed that thread. I will no longer get notifications. If somebody comes down here and types something under Phil, I won't get a notification from this thread. So I can manage my notifications at the thread level here in chat, which is pretty cool. If I want to turn them back on, I just click right up there. The bell turns red. I'm following this thread, and I will get notifications down here. So you can see here, I started this thread with Stephanie, but I don't have a red bell because I have unfollowed it. If I want to come back and say, just in case Stephanie replies to me without calling me out by name, I'll just go ahead and hit that bell. It's red. And so if Stephanie or anyone else replies in here, I'll get a message that there was a notification. There you go. Now by channel. So over here on the left, if we look, remember I'm getting my notifications are on the desktop for new threads. So that's across all channels. So right now, if there's a new thread in Henry County, I'll get a notification. But let's say I don't want to be notified about the Henry project. So over here, I can come over, hit my three dots, and I can turn off notifications for the Henry project. So I'm not going to get any notifications for Henry unless I mention directly. So that's a pretty nice feature, so that you can go through these channels and silence them, and you'll only be notified if someone calls you out directly in them. So it's a nice little feature for these easy chat settings. And just to go through settings, so all of iTeach is just like the Everyone channel on Workplace. You probably need to have some level of notifications turned on in that, maybe more than just all, more than mentions, but less than all, somewhere in between there. You need to have your notifications turned on for the Steph Says channel. and you need to have notifications turned on for especially for your project, whatever project you're in. You need to have notifications turned on. I would recommend the new thread. So it's the second tier, not all messages, but new threads, threads on following, and direct messages. These are the recommended settings for your project and for Steph Says. Everything after that is at your discretion. However, it's going to work best for you. All right. So that's it. Notifications in a nutshell. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. And until the next time, guys. Cheers.